So 74 to 82, because until 82, 81 has a purport. I don't know why 82. It'll be 74 to 81 actually, because 81 has a purport. Anyway, it hasn't been written on the board. So what I'll do is I'll just read through the verse and come to verse 81, read the purport, and then we'll discuss. I've been also told to finish the class by 8:30 because there's going to be some fire sacrifice, I think, some sort of some program is there at 8:30. By the mercy of Advaita Acharya, the devotees who strictly followed the path of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attained the shelter of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet without difficulty. It should be concluded, therefore, that the path of Achyutananda is the essence of spiritual life. Those who did not follow this path simply scattered. This is because Advaita Acharya had other sons, and some of his sons deviated from the path of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, it has been very emphatically pointed out here that among Advaita Acharya's sons, Achyutananda's conclusion or his way is the way, and those who followed the other ways, they just became scattered or deviated from Krishna consciousness. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances millions of times to the actual followers of Achyutananda, whose life and soul were Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus, I have briefly described the three branches, Achyutananda, Krishna Mishra, and Gopal, and Sri Advaita Acharya's, descendants. There are multifarious branches and sub-branches of Advaita Acharya. It is very difficult to enumerate them fully. I have simply given a glimpse of the whole trunk and its branches and sub-branches. After describing the branches and sub-branches of Advaita Acharya, I shall now attempt to describe some of the descendants of Gadadhar Pandit, the most important among the branches. The chief branches of Sri Gadadhar Pandit were Sri Dhruvananda, Sridhar Brahmachari, Haridhar Brahmachari, and Raghunath Bhagavatacharya. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Verse 152 of the Gaur Ganadhesh Deepika describes Sri Dhruvananda Brahmachari as an incarnation of Lalita, and verse 194 describes Sridhar Brahmachari as the gopi known as Chandralatika. The fifth branch was Ananta Acharya, the sixth Kovidatta, the seventh Nayan Mishra, the eighth Ganga Mantri, the ninth Mamu Thakur, and the 10th Kanthabharan. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In 197 and 207 of Gaur Ganadhesh Deepika describe Kovidatta as the gopi named Kalakanthi. Verse 196 and 207 describe Nayan Mishra as the gopi named Nityamanjari, and the verse 196 and 205 describe Ganga Mantri as the gopi named Chandrika. Mamu Thakur, whose real name was Jagannath Chakravarti, was the nephew of Sri Nilamba Chakravarti, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grandfather. In Bengal, a maternal uncle is called Mama, and in East Bengal and Orissa, Mamu. Thus, Jagannath Chakravarti was known as Mama or Mamu Thakur. Mama Thakur's residence was in the district of Faridpur in the village known as Magdova. After the demise of Sri Gadadhar Pandit, Mamu Thakur became the priest in charge of the temple known as Tota Gopinath in Jagannath Puri. According to the opinion of some Vaishnavas, Mamu Thakur was formerly known as Sri Rupa Manjari. The followers of Mamu Thakur were Raghunath Goswami, Ramchandra, Radha Ballabh, Krishna Jivan, Shyam Sundar, Shantamani, Harinath, Navin Chandra, Motilal, Dayamoi, and Kunja Bihari. Kanthabharan, whose original name was Sri Ananta Chatturaj, was the gopi named Gopali in Krishna Lila. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitang Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishthang Sthapitang Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Not only Krishna, but Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Krishna, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. And not only the original Supreme Personality of Godhead who resides eternally in Vrindavan, but along with his eternal consort Srimati Radharani. That is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's real identity. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahi Anna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Sri Radha and Krishna. So Radha and Krishna became together and came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Krishna performs his eternal pastimes in Vrindavan. What's so special about Vrindavan? Vrindavan is the topmost region of the spiritual sky. If we take the situation of the spiritual sky, from this material perspective, it will be like beyond this material nature, the causal ocean, which is known as Viraja also. Beyond Viraja is Brahmajyoti. And beyond Brahmajyoti is the abode of Lord Shiva. And beyond that is Vaikuntha. And beyond that is Mathura Mandal. And the topmost region of Mathura Mandal is Vrindavan. So Vrindavan is beyond Vaikuntha. That's the topmost region of the spiritual sky. And there, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, although he is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom all different incarnations have expanded, but he is not acting like a Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Supreme Personality of Godhead in his actual situation is not the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is a cowherd boy. Why? Because in that region, in Golok Vrindavan, Krishna is having an intimate, loving exchange with his most intimate devotees. Those intimate relationships are in friendship, in parental, and in conjugal mellow. So now these three relationships are not possible with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As soon as a devotee recognizes him as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his natural attitude will be of awe and reverence. Because in his constitutional position, all living entities are his eternal servant. He is the Supreme Lord and Master, and everyone else is his servant. So, when that relationship is there with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then there is no other way but to treat him as the Lord and Master, becoming his servant. So that is why Krishna made this arrangement through Jogomaya. Vrindavan is the region where everybody forgot that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Maybe forgot is not the right expression, because the forgetfulness actually takes place due to ignorance. Out of ignorance one forgets. But in the spiritual sky there is no room for ignorance. So in that respect we have to consider there is another kind of forgetfulness. That forgetfulness is out of intense love. In intense love we forget who is who, or one's position. For example, the son has become the prime minister, but does the mother treat him as the prime minister? No. Because due to her love for her son, this role as the prime minister is not important. What is the relationship? My son. He is my son. I am his mother. And therefore she treats him in a certain way. This is a kind of example of a forgetfulness out of love. So in Vrindavan, the forgetfulness that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead out of intense love for him. And their attitude is, Krishna, even if you are Supreme Personality of Godhead, so what? It's not that they do not know that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but to them, because of their intimate loving relationship, it doesn't matter. Big deal, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But I'm your friend, you're my friend. And as a result of that, they treat him just like a friend. And that is Krishna in Vrindavan. Not the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but a cowherd boy. And he has his friends. And with his friends he wrestles. And in the wrestling bout, sometimes Krishna loses. Now the condition is that the loser has to carry the winner on his back. And when the friend demands that Krishna, now you have to carry me on your back, Krishna refuses. No, I didn't lose. There was a banana peel and I slipped, and then you jumped onto me and claimed that you won. So the friend says, Krishna, where's the banana peel? Come on, Krishna, stop lying. And ask everybody. There were so many witnessing. They took what a lot of effort. That out of such a lot of effort I defeated you, and now you're not willing to carry me on your back. Saying that he forces his way onto Krishna's back. Shakha more shakho rashe kare skandhe arohan. A friend in his intense friendship climbs onto my back. So now to get onto Krishna's back, what did the friend have to do? To put his foot on Krishna's body. Now the question is, which devotee will ever go to the altar and try to do that to Krishna? Put his foot onto Krishna's body? A devotee will never be able to do that. And that's the problem. A devotee will never be able to treat Krishna as a friend. Okay, the friendship is among equals. But the parents, they're superior and Krishna is inferior. So which devotee will, or who will ever try to assume the position of being superior to Krishna? And conjugal, just as a loving relationship between a young boy and a young girl. That relationship is clandestine. They don't. It's a hidden relationship. And quietly they're meeting and having their love affair. So who will ever dare to have that kind of relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead? But that is Vrindavan. That loving relationship. In friendship, parental and conjugal. And the principal relationship is conjugal. Friendship and parental are just the propping, supporting that relationship. So Krishna, after performing his pastimes in Vrindavan, considered, I reveal my Vrindavan pastimes, but who will ever understand that pastimes? Who will ever be able to enter into that pastimes? And that's why Krishna decided to come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By coming as a devotee, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed Krishna's identity as the supreme personality of Godhead and the supremacy of Krishna's Braja Leela. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings has been presented in this way. What's his teachings? Aradho Bhagavan Brajeshwatanai. The supreme worshipable personality of Godhead is the son of Nanda Maharaj. Emphatically pointing, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Which is indicating not the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. This Krishna is not the son of Devaki Vasudeva. This son is the son of Nanda Maharaj. So Aradho Bhagavan Brajeshwatana, he is the son of Nanda Maharaj. Stadhama Vrindavanam, his abode is Vrindavan. Not Mathura or Dwarka. He is, his abode is, his residence is Vrindavan. So much so that he doesn't even take a step outside of Vrindavan. Vrindavanang parittajya kutra kadapi na gacchati. Leaving Vrindavan, Krishna doesn't even take a step out. So that is Krishna. And Ramma Kachidupashana Brajabodhu Vargena Jakulpita. The way the cowherd damsels worship Krishna, that's the highest form of worship. There are various types of worship for Krishna in servitorship, in friendship, in parental, but out of that, the highest relationship is, or highest service is, the way the gopis have served Krishna. Brajabodhu Vargena Jakulpita. And what is the proof? Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam. The spotless Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam, is the proof. And Prema Pumartha Mahan. To achieve that love for Krishna is the ultimate goal of life. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam. This is the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And just accept it, and there is no need to accept anything else. Tatra adara na para. Tatra adara. Therefore, accept it with full conviction. And na apara. There is no need to accept anything else. Everything else you can forget. Even relationship with Vaikuntha. Devotees are not interested in that. When Chaitanya anyway, let's not get into that, sidetrack into that. Let's stick to this, the point that I was trying to drive at. Now in reality, there is another consideration. The topmost region of the spiritual sky is Golok. And Golok has two chambers. One is Vrindavan and the other is Navadvip. Both are in actually Golok. Golok Vrindavan, Golok Navadvip. In Vrindavan, Krishna is enjoying the loving exchange with his most intimate devotees. He's enjoying that loving relationship, loving exchange. And in Navadvip, same Krishna is distributing that love. So the real thing is, whoever is in Krishna's pastimes it would be difficult, rather not right to say whoever is in Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. Actually it will be like many of Krishna's associates came to Navadvip when Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like these personalities who are in Navadvip, here in Vrindavan, they are also in Krishna's Navadvip pastimes. And that is what is being described here. The specific branches, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya Prabhu, then Gadadhar Pandit Prabhu. Now who is Gadadhar Pandit? Gadadhar Pandit is Srimati Radharani. Sometimes this question comes up also. That Radha and Krishna became one and came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then how come Radharani came as Gadadhar Pandit? Did you ever come across a question like that? The answer to that is, when Krishna decided to play the role of Srimati Radharani decided to watch how he plays that role. And that's why she came as Gadadhar Pandit. So in that context, we have to consider that in the material nature, one personality is one personality. And there is no room for him to expand. But in the spiritual sky, that's not the case. One can maintain his spiritual identity, one identity, at the same time he can expand into another identity. How is it possible? We won't be able to figure it out. Only when you go back to the spiritual sky, we will probably be able to understand it. So the thing is, although Srimati Radharani totally came along with Krishna, became one with Krishna, and that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at the same time Radharani is still there. And she decided, well, Krishna is going to play my role. Let's see how he does it. And that's why she came as Gadadhar Pandit. And we can see in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, Gadadhar Pandit is his constant companion. The only time they separated was when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was leaving Jagannath Puri. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, came to Jagannath Puri. Gadadhar Pandit also came. And he took Kshetra sannyas. Kshetra sannyas means he decides to stay at one holy place with a vow to never ever leave that place. Like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also took Kshetra sannyas in Jagannath Puri. So Gadadhar Pandit took Kshetra sannyas, and now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is leaving Jagannath Puri to go to Vrindavan. So Gadadhar Pandit said, I'm going to go with you. Mahaprabhu said, no. You have taken Kshetra sannyas, you have to stick to your vow. And Gadadhar Pandit's response was, who gives a to this Kshetra sannyas? The sannyas is to get you. But Mahaprabhu insisted, no, you can't. You have taken a vow, so you have to stick to that vow. So this is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu insisted on Gadadhar Pandit staying back in Puri. And Mahaprabhu left, Gadadhar Pandit fainted. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left the place. So that is the time when they were separated. Like Gadadhar Pandit got stuck and he remained in Jagannath Puri throughout. And so now there is a description of Gadadhar Pandit's associates. Like we notice who are Nityananda Prabhu's associates. Nityananda Prabhu's associates in in Mahaprabhu's pastimes, Nityananda Prabhu's associates are all cowherd boys. Because he is the leader of the cowherd boys group, so all his associates are cowherd boys. Now Gadadhar Pandit, who is Gadadhar Pandit? Srimati Radharani. So all his associates are the gopis. So that is what we are seeing here. Like the understanding is that all these personalities in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are Krishna's eternal associates. So this way we can say that although I was hesitating to mention all Krishna's associates came to Mahaprabhu's pastimes, but actually what I wanted to say, all those who are in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are in Krishna's pastimes. Not that all of Krishna's associates came, but anyway, so the understanding is all the principal associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his sub-associates, they all are from the spiritual sky. Now, although they are gopis, but we find that in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes, they all are male personalities. Although they are gopis in their original identity, they in Mahaprabhu's pastimes, they're playing the role of male person, most of them. So, in this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, along with his associates, Krishna himself, along with his intimate associates, are distributing Krishna consciousness. So, that is the wonderful prerogative that we all have by Srila Prabhupada's mercy. What Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give, Srila Prabhupada distributed it all over the world. And what is that gift? That is the highest thing that one can ever have, that Krishna himself never gave before. Anarpito charing chirat. Anarpito means that was not given before. So in order to distribute that, samarpaitu munnato jala rasam, in order to distribute that loving relationship in the most exalted and most brilliant mellow. So out of 5 mellows, neutrality, servitorship, friendship, parental, conjugal. Conjugal is the highest. Therefore, this conjugal relationship has been described as unnata, most exalted, most elevated of all mellows. And ujjvala means brilliant. It is not only most exalted, but it is most brilliant. So what is that most brilliant aspect of it? The most brilliant aspect is conjugal relationship in parokiya rosh. Parokiya means there is no formal social relationship, like relationship between husband and wife. It is a formal relationship. And that is called shaukiya, formal relationship. But what the relationship that Krishna has with the gopis in Vrindavan is an informal relationship. They are not married. In Dwarka, Krishna got married to the queens, but in Vrindavan, he didn't get married. Once Krishna actually proposed to Radharani, let's get married. Radha said, it'll get boring. Like, that excitement of loving exchange is there. It has been pointed out when there is an obstacle. When there is no obstacle, then the relationship becomes stale. But when there is obstacle, then the tendency to overcome that obstacle makes that loving relationship so exciting. So that is what Vrindavan is. So in order to give us that wonderful opportunity, Krishna himself came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then he predicted that this Krishna consciousness movement would spread all over the world in every town and village. And in order to fulfill that prediction, he sent Srila Prabhupada. And it is due to Srila Prabhupada's mercy that we all are here today. It is due to Srila Prabhupada's mercy we are having access to this most profound and most exalted spiritual gift, most precious spiritual gift. In order to explain that point, it has been said, this Krishna Prem that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to distribute was rare even for Lord Brahma. It's not even rare for Lord Brahma. It was rare for even Lord Shiva. Not even rare for Lord Shiva, it was rare even for the residents of Vrindavan. What to speak of residents of Vrindavan, it was rare even for Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi heard about Krishna's loving exchange with the gopis in Vrindavan through rasa dance. She wanted to witness Krishna's rasa dance and appealed to Narayan. I want to see your Braja Lila. So Narayan said, okay, then you have to take shelter, become subservient to one of the gopis. And she said, look, I'm Lakshmi. How can I surrender to anyone else? So Narayan said, then forget about going to Vrindavan. So Lakshmi became so upset, she started to perform severe austerity. And as a result of that austerity, Krishna came to her. Lakshmi, what happened? Lakshmi said, see, I want to go to your Braja Lila. I want to witness your Braja Lila. I want to enter into your Braja Lila. So then Krishna placed her on his chest, which became Srivatsa. Lakshmi Devi's presence on Krishna's chest. And this is how Lakshmi Devi got entrance to Vrindavan. So you can well imagine how rare is this gift that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give us. And Srila Prabhupada gave it to everyone all over the world. Everybody has access to that today. So that is the gift, the most precious gift that one can ever have. Rare for Lord Brahma, rare for Lord Shiva. Brahmar durlabho prem shabakare jache. Krishna prem, that is, Braja prem, that is rare even for Lord Brahma. Shabakare jache. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going out of his way and appealing to everyone, come and take it from me. So that is the gift of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the good fortune that Srila Prabhupada has created for us. So let's try to recognize its value and try to take full advantage of this gift. Thank you all very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Does anybody have any question or comment?